Hostile mobs. Hostile mobs in Minecraft are dangerous and aggressive and will attack you within a certain range, which is usually about 16 blocks without any obstruction. However, some mobs are capable of detecting you from 100 blocks away. Hostile mobs in Minecraft can attack you in various different ways, whether it's from range or up close or attacking you from the sky. Hostile mobs can be pretty scary in the Minecraft game. However, without hostile mobs we won't be able to get certain items we need to carry on and proceed with the game, which makes hostile mobs super important. In today's video we want to rate hostile mobs. We want to see exactly what we think are the best hostile mobs in the game and what are the worst. We're going to look at the pros and cons of each hostile mob and we're going to see exactly which one comes out on top. We will rate these mobs on usefulness, farming ability, the drops they can give you, so many different ways we can rate them, and I cannot wait to get into this. And there is no better way to do this than getting out the Minecraft tier list. With the tier list we have 5 categories that we rate each mob on. So at the very top we've got Netherite, which is legendary. These are the top tier hostile mob. Next one down we've got Pretty Awesome Diamond, which is the mobs that are really good but they're just not quite of the Netherite standard. And then we've got Iron, which is smack bang in the middle. These are the mobs that aren't very good but aren't very bad either, and they're just kind of smack bang in the middle. And then just underneath that we've got Gold, which is meh. We can all agree Gold is a bit meh. And at the very bottom we've got the lowest of the low, the worst of the best, the most rubbish of them all, complete waste of time. Cobblestone are the worst tools and they also indicate the worst hostile mobs on this tier list. I'm super excited to get into this tier list. As you can see we've got quite a few hostile mobs to go through. Let's get into this tier list and let's rank these awesome mobs. Before we start, make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on, and if you're feeling a bit crazy, make sure to click the like button while you're there. Thank you. First up on this tier list we have Blaze. Now blaze rods are really important because without blaze rods you can't actually complete the game. We all know to complete the game you need to go to the Ender, you need to get Eyes of Ender, and to do this you need blaze powder, which you can only get from blaze rods. Blaze rods are also super important in the way you make potion stands, and you can actually use them to make potions as well. A blaze itself can actually drop 4 blaze rods in one hit if you use looting free. So in terms of blaze rods, just because of all the stuff they can do, are they pretty awesome or are they legendary? I think we're starting off big and they're going in legendary. Next up we have the super spooky skeletons. Skeletons are pretty cool. They're obviously an original mob of Minecraft, so you've got to give them credit where it's due. You can make really cool bone meal farms with skeletons. You can farm loads of bows, armor. Skeletons are pretty cool. They don't have much impact on the game in terms of the resources you get out of them apart from bone meal. This may change, but skeletons are going in pretty awesome. Husks. I wouldn't really rate a Minecraft zombie that great, so I can't really rate a husk that great. I don't have that many feelings about, oh, do I go underneath? I don't know. Do I go meh or middle? I don't know how I feel about these, so smack bang in the middle. Slime. Slime mobs are a redstone lover's dream because they open up the ability to farm lots and lots of slime, which can be used to make lots and lots of sticky pistons, which I know for all you redstone lovers is absolutely perfect. Now if you don't use redstone, are slime really that useful? Not really, to be honest with you, but they are pretty cool to look at and I do like the concept of them. I don't know whether they're pretty awesome or whether they're smack bang in the middle. Pretty awesome. Chicken jockey. Now if you don't know what a chicken jockey is, I'm going to insert one right here, right on the screen. A chicken jockey can actually be a chicken being ridden by a baby zombie piglin, a baby zombie villager, a baby husk, or a baby drowned. This is probably the mob's favourite bicycle if you think about it. They're cool to look at, but they're not really great. In terms of usefulness and farming and effectiveness and where they're going to go on this tier list, if a husk is smack bang in the middle, chicken jockey will have to be a bit meh. Chicken jockey's a bit meh. Moving on up. Magma cube. Now magma cubes are hella annoying. I cannot even fathom them. You are a complete waste of time. See you later. Right, we've got to be fair. I know. We've got to be fair with every pick. Magma cubes are cool-ish. They are really annoying because they always just push me into lava. Do you remember one of the episodes we died in Minecraft with Tarby and we had stacks and stacks of gold blocks and then a magma cube just came and pushed us into the lava and we lost it all? Magma cubes can be super annoying. I do like the way you can farm them now though, with the magma cube spawners in bastions. I think that's pretty cool and I like that kind of like ability. And they're also pretty important in the way you can make fire resistance potions from the magma cream. So they are kind of important. I wouldn't say they're pretty awesome though. I'm going to say smack bang in the middle.
Spider Jockey.
I actually think Spider Jockey is one of the coolest mobs to look at. I remember back in the day when you saw Spider Jockey, you'd be like, oh my days, what is going on? Because they're like the rarest mob on the game. But now, we'll say Spider Jockeys are cool. They're not great. But I think just because of the way they look, and I'm biased, they're going in pretty awesome. Next up, we have the Creeper. Now, the Creeper is the face of Minecraft. There is no disputing it, really. Every time you think Minecraft, you tend to think of a Creeper. I guarantee if I got 100 people out there who didn't really play Minecraft and said, pick a picture and pick which one you think reminds you the most of this game, they would definitely go with this little guy right here. Not only are Creepers really cool in the way they've got a special way of attacking, even though it is really annoying, but you can farm them infinitely for gunpowder, which you can use to make infinite rockets. Creepers are awesome. I would be wrong not to put them in legendary top tier. I like the way a lot of these mobs are getting rated on how much you can farm them. Next up we have Phantom. Now in terms of usefulness, if you don't have mending, these are really useful because you can repair your elytra with them. But, like I say, I am biased. Phantoms are probably the bane of my life. And I think in terms of hostile mob, for me, they're a complete waste of time. It's not that I hate Phantoms. Okay, right, I do. I hate Phantoms, I'm not going to lie. They are a pretty cool mob. I just think they're used in a way which is just... yeah, they're not for me. Zombie! Zombies are another mob that have been here pretty much from the start. They're really, really cool to look at. You like the way they are. The special attacks aren't great. They kind of just like hit you and hit you and hit you. And that's pretty much it. But I suppose that's why we love them. One of the main reasons I like zombies because you can farm armor from them similar to skeletons. There's actually a 0.04% chance a zombie will spawn with diamond armor on it. So technically you can farm diamond armor through a zombie farm, but it is extremely unlikely. I think because of the drops, you can get armor on them, you can get like different ingots from them, you can get different tools, potatoes. They're a really good farm. I think if skeleton is pretty awesome, zombie's probably about the same. Thinking about it, that doesn't really make much sense because the husk is the same as a zombie, but the husk is one below the zombie. But to be honest with you, this is my tier list and I don't really care. The Wither. Now, the Wither unlocks a beacon. A beacon is god tier, end of game plays. We all know a beacon is super important. The Wither itself is a cool addition. I do like the way it is. I don't like the way on Java Edition you can farm them extremely easily. Like, you don't really have to defeat it. You just trap it and that's all you do. On Bedrock, we actually have to defeat it, which, you know, is just Bedrock Supreme right there. You can also make some cool farms with the Wither, like a Wither Rose farm, where they just repeatedly kill Endermen and you get roses from it. And of course, more than anything, you can make the beacon, which is just complete game changer. I think it would be rude not to put the Wither in Legendary. This is one of two mobs I had no idea what picture to put for, so I put the egg. The Stray. The Stray is basically just a skeleton in an ice biome, but they can also drop arrows of slowness, and I do think they look cooler than the skeleton. But if a husk is a variation of a zombie and it's middle, then a Stray is a variation of skeleton and it's smack bang in the middle. I think I'm the only person who will ever understand my logic. Next up, we have the Drowned. Now this might surprise you a bit, but I'm actually going to put the Drowned quite high, because you can farm tridents from Drowned, and now you can also farm copper from Drowned as well. Basically a Drowned is just a zombie that's been underwater for a period of time, but the drops you can get from it are super cool, and this might surprise a lot of people, but I'm going to put Drowned here. Hear me out here, you can farm tridents, which are super rare as it is, and you can farm copper, which means you don't have to go underground and farm it. It's similar to an iron golem farm, the way you can farm iron, but this one you can farm copper. And you all know we use a lot of copper in our builds because it's just a nice block, but it can be really tedious to get loads of. With an effective Drowned farm, you can farm a lot of copper, and that is why I'm giving Drowned top tier. Piglin Brute. Piglin Brutes are the dominators of the Bastion. They're super cool, super hard. They don't really drop anything though. I was going to put them in pretty awesome, but because they don't really drop anything special, it's a bit smack bang in the middle, but to be honest with you, I'm going to go a bit meh. Yeah, Piglin Brute's a bit meh for me. I think if they drop something unique, then I'd love them, but because they don't, they're stuck right there. Next up, we have the Vex, which are summoned via Vokers. They're really cool to look at. I do like them. But God, they are annoying. They are so annoying. They do not drop anything worthwhile. I would feel horrendous if I didn't put them. Complete waste of time. And I've noticed we're kind of ostracising these flying mobs at the bottom here, and that just sounds absolutely ideal. Elder Guardian. Elder Guardian's a boss type mob on the game in the Ocean Monument. They're pretty cool. Again, they don't really drop anything of note. When I think about some boss mobs like the Wither, they're definitely top tier. The Elder Guardian, I think it's a bit meh. The Elder Guardian is a bit meh for me. Meh. Next up, we have Pillagers. Now, Pillagers I actually think are pretty cool. I like the patrols they go on. I like the outposts they have. I like the way in raids they drop emeralds. I like the way they've kind of made the bow their own little thing. I do actually quite like Pillagers. I like the concept of them. To me, they are pretty awesome. And they're probably the definition of pretty awesome as well. Oh, now we're talking. We have the Vindicator. After this video, you need to go and watch my top 10 favourite mobs in Minecraft. I'll put the link in the description. And you need to go and watch that. And that'll explain exactly why I think Vindicators are a top tier Minecraft mob. I just love them. There's just something about them that I just love. I don't know what it is. They scare me, they terrify me, but I don't think I'll ever stop loving them. No matter what happens in life, as long as I have a Vindicator, I will be fine. Enderman. Right, I like the way of Enderman, you can farm them and get loads of pearls. I do like that. Pearls can be used to teleport, which is super useful. They also need to be done to get to the end, to put in the end portal to actually get to the end. They're also quite a cool mob in the way they work, in the way they teleport about. They can be really annoying if it's raining though, but apart from that they're okay. Are they legendary, or are they pretty awesome? Blaze, Drown... Yeah, Enderman is probably legendary. I think it would be hard to dispute the Enderman being a legendary because of how unique it is and the way it's kind of got a dimension where it's its home really. And I think Enderman are just super important to the game itself. And they're a lot more important than the counterpart Endermite. Now Endermite, they kind of just spawn every now and then when you throw an Ender Pearl. So for that reason, I don't even think they belong on this tier list. Are they really a mob? They're kind of going that... Glow squid, of course it is. Of course it is. Oh my days. There you go. There you go, guys. There's your spoiler from the previous tier list. Oh god. Let's just cover that up, because let's be serious, nothing is worse than the glow squid. Endermite, you've just been saved by the glow squid. You are. Complete waste of time. Ravagers. Ravagers are pretty cool. I like the way they look. We kind of needed that sort of like big animal type mob in the game, like double size of a polar bear. They only spawn in raids though, which is a downside. It would be good if they just roamed about as well, just to spice it up a bit. Maybe one randomly spawned in a village every now and then, or even better, maybe there's sometimes two or so locked in cages in like a pillager outpost. But for me, Ravagers are still pretty cool. They drop emeralds during raids. They also drop saddles, if you didn't know that. I say they are pretty awesome. We've actually got a lot more hostile mobs in the top 2 tier list charts than we do in the bottom 3, which is kind of rare and unique, and I like it. Obviously this isn't in the game yet, but we're going to go for it. The Warden. Now because it isn't in the game yet, I'm going to go pretty awesome. But when it is in the game, it could well easily go all the way up here, above legendary, because the concept of the Warden sounds pretty cool, and the way they're going to execute it is going to be amazing. Because you know how much faith we have in Mojang themselves, and they're going to do a really good job. Now the Warden could easily be one of the best mobs the game's ever had, if pulled off correctly, and I can't wait to see what it can do. So maybe if we did a refresh tier list in the future, the Warden might be all the way up here. Okay, maybe not this far. Witch. I actually quite like witches. I do quite like them. I like the way the cauldron was added when they were added into the game. I like the way they drop potions. I like the way you can farm like over 7 different items off them. I do quite like witches, like the way they've got their own structure as well. I do think they're pretty cool. Yeah, they're legendary for me. Next up we have shulkers. Now, I'm just going to make this a lot easier for everyone, and shulkers are legendary. Where would you be without shulker boxes when you're at endgame? Where would you be? I'm not on about the Avengers, I'm on about Minecraft. Where would you be without a selection of shulker boxes? You'd be absolutely nowhere. You can dye them, you can make a rainbow shulker box collection. There's no denying shulker box are legendary. Wither skeletons. Wither skeletons are responsible for my first ever death in Minecraft with Tarby, and I was absolutely gutted. These guys, when they hit you, give you the wither effect, which slowly starts to sap the life out of you and kill you, which is cool. I like the ability. They drop similar mobs to a skeleton normally, but they do drop coal as well, which means you can farm coal off them, which is cool. They also drop the wither skulls, which you need to summon the wither. They are pretty cool. They're probably just pretty awesome, really, aren't they? Evokers. Now, I like Evokers, the way they summon Vex and the way they are. The attacks are cool, they do a lot of damage, but I think they could be better. If Evoker was like a boss mob in a woodland mansion, then it would be all the way up here. But because it's not, and it's kind of just like a glorified pillager, I want to say Evokers are a bit meh. In my opinion, Evokers are a bit meh. I don't see how you can rate it higher than like a Piglin Brute, who's also like a solid version in the Bastion. Evokers are just a solid version in a woodland mansion. I don't see how you can rate it any higher. Ghasts. Ghasts are okay. You can farm gunpowder and ghast tears from them, which can make really good farms, because obviously gunpowder you can use towards rockets, ghast tears you can use towards potions. They're down here for me between meh and complete waste of time. Now I think because of what you can farm from them, I'm going to put them in meh. But they are super annoying, so on another day Ghast, you could have been here. Silverfish. Yeah. That was easy. Hoglin. Hoglins are a really good food source in the Nether. Cooked pork chop is one of the best foods in the game in my opinion in terms of saturation and the chicken nuggets it recovers, and you can do this in the Nether. Get yourself a flame looting sword, you can farm this guy for absolutely ages, it's really cool. I think they are pretty useful. I wouldn't say they were pretty awesome though. I'd probably say, they're probably smack bang in the middle. I know this is not because I'm trying to make the tier list balance out. Zoglins. Zoglins are not common at all, you only get them when you bring a Hoglin through the Nether portal. I do like the concept of the way they just go about destroying everything though, but I think in terms of utilisation, I think a lot of people actually forget they exist. For me, they're a bit meh. Yeah, I think it's in good company there in meh. Yeah, it goes quite well. The Ender Dragon. Now, this might be a controversial one. The Ender Dragon, when you defeat him, feels like you've completed the game, which is great. But as people have proven, you don't actually need to kill the Ender Dragon to get to the end outer cities, because you can just kind of like block away 1,000 blocks or so and you'll get there anyway. The only thing the Ender Dragon really does is give you a gateway back to your bed and give you a load of XP. Now in my opinion, if it wasn't the Ender Dragon completing the game, I'd probably have it somewhere down here, but because it does, it's going smack bang in the middle. I think if you had to defeat the Ender Dragon to get to the end out cities, it would be up here. But because you don't, it's smack bang in the middle. Guardians. Guardians are super annoying. Yeah. They're a bit meh. Apart from the farms you can make of them, where you can farm sea lanterns. Oh, yeah, you can farm sea lanterns out of them. One sec. That automatically gives them a +1 increase. But apart from that, I'm not Guardian's biggest fan. Skeleton Horseman. I really like Skeleton Horsemen. I like the way they just kind of spawn in zombie storms and come and get you. I like the way if you kill the skeleton, you can kind of keep the horse, which is cool. And I think just because of the concept and the way they are, you can't farm them or anything, but I just like their style, and for me, they're pretty awesome. Last but not least, we have zombie villagers, which for me is going to be a bit... Oh, it's borderline. It's borderline. Meh. Zombie villagers are a bit meh. So this is actually all the hostile mobs on the game. Let's go from bottom to top of what we've got. In complete waste of time, we've got Phantoms, Vex, Silverfish and Endermite. I don't think you can really argue with any of them. Next one up was still not great. You've got Meh, we've got Chicken Jockey, Piglin Brute, Ghasts, Zombie Villager, Zoglin, Evoker and Elder Guardians. In the middle, smack bang in the middle, we've got Husks, Magma Cubes, Ender Dragon, Guardian, Hoglin and Strays. In pretty awesome, you've got Skeleton, Slime, Spider Jockey, Wither Skeleton, Skeleton Horseman, the Warden, Ravager, Pillager and Zombie. And in our top tier legendary, you've got Blaze, Creeper, Vindicator, Witch, Shulker, Enderman, Drowned and the Wither. Let me know in the comment section below, do you agree with all of my choices? Is there any that you don't agree with? If you don't agree with them, let me know why. We can have a discussion in the comment section. I want to see you guys discussing with each other. Why do you think that these picks are right and which ones you think are wrong and why? Let us know exactly your thoughts in the comments. No comment is a stupid one, and get your opinion out there. That's what this channel is all about. We do also have other tier list videos. We'll put a card on the screen with all of them. We've got 3 other ones. We've got passive mob, enchantment and food. If you want to go and check them out, we'll put them on the screen, and link will also be in the description. Overall, I'm quite happy with our choices there. I don't think I'd actually move any of them. I feel like we've gone through them fairly and not too biased. But again, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I love making these tier lists, and I love expressing my opinion with you guys and you guys contributing yours back. I love the sort of togetherness we've got going on here. But that is all we have time for in this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed another video on the channel. If you've liked the video, then please leave a like. Make sure you leave comments with your opinions on where you would put these hostile mobs. Let me know in the comment section below. Most of all, do not forget to subscribe. We're really close to 1,500 subscribers, which is super cool. We only hit 1,000 not so long ago. Let's keep growing the way we want to. I hope every single person watching this has an amazing day. You may not know it yet, but you've just become Tarbified. See ya. Bye bye, Tarbinians.